Okay, this is part 3 of our Fortuner all build, and we are almost ready for tuning. But before that, what we did was a little bit of format. So as you can see here, now we have forged carbon hood and a forged carbon grill. And we also made the side mirrors forged carbon here. And then lastly, we have a TRD spoiler here. That's also in forged carbon. Now here's a little something about the forged carbon. The forge is a little bit misleading. It was actually developed by Lamborghini before, and the reason why it's forged is what they did was they got carbon fiber bits, not the whole cloth. So they chopped it up, they put resin, then they put it in a press. So they put pressure on it to squeeze all the resin out and just pretty much have random carbon fibers just there to make a lightweight yet strong piece, because since the pieces are all in random order, it gives a lot of strength. So there's a lot of strength laterally and transversely, unlike a weave. It's like the grains of a tree trunk. You can split the wood easily along the grain, but it's hard across the grain. So that's what the forging process does. You arrange it randomly, so there is no grain per se. So it's very strong in both tension and compression. It's not forging like the way they do forge aluminum wheels where they press it with heat. No, it's not like that. It's simply forging by pressing it into a mold, and you release all the resin and you're left with pretty much pure carbon fiber with just the minimum amount of resin involved to bind everything together. And the pattern that came out is something like this. It's random patches like this one, so that's what forged carbon is. And what we're doing here is the same thing, except we don't have a press and we're after the look of it. So that, like I said, we did something kind of forma, and this is how it's made. And as you can see, it comes out in a nice random marbly pattern here, which is pretty and blends pretty well with the whole car, which is all black. And before we tune, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be changing out the injector nozzles, which are these things. So this is an injector nozzle for the Fortuner. This is where the actual diesel squirts out. And the difference is this one's a bit bigger than the stock one, so more fuel can come out per squirt. So we'll change out all 4, and then after that we'll put it on the dyno and we're going to start tuning, see how much power it makes. So we'll be having it as baseline, tuned, and then with alcohol injection. Okay, these are the results of our Fortuner all. This thin red line that's actually not stock anymore. That's with everything. That's already with the exhaust and the intercooler and everything. Bone stock of this one's around 100, 110. Then this blue line here is ECU remap. So we went from 130 to about 170, but there's a pretty big gain here of 20 to 100, more than 100 horses. Then this thick red line is with alcohol injection. This is on our Dynapack dyno, but we are now here in Speed Lab Metro where we have it on our roller dyno. So we will compare the results of the 2 dynos. But before that, we will be installing our, well, not our, but BP Remap's injector nozzle upgrade. Oh, by the way, our injector nozzles was supplied by BP Remap. That's this guy over here. So I will get him to tune because it's his product. Instead of we already did the initial tune of this one, but when I talked to the owner again and told him the results, he said, "Oh, what can be done to make more power?" So Edward here from BP Remap suggested that, "Oh, let's do an injector nozzle upgrade, which is these things." So he supplied it. He's gonna tune it. So we'll see how much more power we get. What we're gonna be doing now is we're gonna put it back to stock first. See what the baseline here, roller dyno, then we'll tune it, then we'll put alcohol injection on it, so should be interesting. Alright, we are finally done with our tuning with the injector nozzle upgrade, and damn, malakas ha! Let's compare it first here. This black line here is now our new baseline with the injector nozzle, so that came in at around 170 horse, the wheel. That actually is a lot more on the other side without the nozzle. It's already at 100, it's the same actually, 170 here, it's 170 here, and for all intents and purposes, the difference between the Dynapack and the roller dyno here is about, let's peg it at 15 horses difference because of the wheels. So 170 here with the nozzle, no tune. 170 here, no nozzle with tuning. And then with tuning, this is now what we have, this yellow line. So we're at 228. So we basically match the power already before. This is already with alcohol injection, and then with alcohol injection is this green line over here. It's 245. Malakas. So if we want to translate the numbers here to this one, we simply add around 15 horses. No, not 15 horses more. We'll take this one. We'll take the number here, add 15 horses. Then this should be our number here on the Dynapack. So if we do that, this will be 260 to the wheel on the Dynapack. So 260 wheel, 245 wheel on the roller dyno. Malakas talaga to. Not bad for a 2.5 VNT.